I'm just some random guy online just talking about coffee most of the time. I guess what I'm saying here is that coffee is cool. Coffee is like so woven and changed, and it does what it needs to in our lives, right? Because I believe the biggest thing that I can give you more than anything is value in. I'm looking forward to the whole discovery of coffee even more so. We need each other. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. I sound good. I think I'm great. You great? I think we're good together. We live. We live. We live right now. Today is December 21st, 2024. And we're doing pretty good. This one's not planned like most of these are. I kind of think about a topic and then I think about it for a couple of days and I just roll with it. This one is more so like like that, but not as much time. So, there's no special lighting here. This is just natural daylight on a Saturday, and we're doing pretty good. And everything's in the background. I'm showing everything. But I just wanted to come on here to talk about the whole year in a review. I know everybody does these, but it's kind of interesting being a content creator / business owner, putting myself out there on YouTube or wherever else, is that I like those. But something about them, it's always something about them that just kind of felt little like something that you had to do. And in this case, I think I want to do this, and it's interesting now that I'm in this place of putting out content and having a year of reflection. It's pretty cool to be in a place to where I can actually reflect on all the things that I've done, videos that I produce, ideas that I've thought about, ideas that you've given me and everything. But this video will more than likely go out before the end of the year. I have a backlog of videos, podcasts, and all that. I do have a video that I think is probably one of my best videos that I've been kind of hesitant on actually editing, just because there's a lot of things that I've been doing. And I'm glad that I did wait, but now it's time to actually edit that video and hopefully get it out before the end of the year or the first start of the year. But yeah, so this is me, Oki at Everyday Beans. I talk about coffee. That's what I like to do. I'm a roaster, as you probably already know. I have a business website and all that good stuff. And I was wondering how I can actually promote my business. And throughout this whole process of actually going out there and putting myself out there, exploring and getting people to, I guess, react, I've learned a lot about myself, about people, and about the whole situation of like what I'm really trying to do. There's been a couple of posts ago that I talked about my whole reason why Everyday Beans exist. But one thing that I have realized, or the biggest things that I've learned throughout this whole journey for this year of actually putting myself out there, putting these videos out there, these audio podcasts and all that good stuff, is that I've learned a lot from you, what you like to do, or like what you will want to see in my presentations and my videos. Yes, I look at my analytics and all that good stuff. I try to make sure that I'm trying to give a good representation of what I'm trying to do out there. But at the end of the day, it's been a big learning experience. It's one of those things to where you have an idea, you have a concept, and you can psychoanalyze the shit out of it, right? And you don't know really the definition, or you don't really know the journey that you're really going to be taking. Come on, stop. There we go. It stopped finally. you don't really know which direction it's really going to go, even though you may have these great ideas about producing things for people. It just kind of goes in the direction that it goes in. And as you see, I don't really talk about my roasting business or anything like that, because I believe the biggest thing that I can give you more than anything is value in the brewing aspect and my insights about the way I look at things, because I am an interesting, different person. I think so. You tell me if I'm not. Now, if you think I'm crazy or asshole or don't know shit, let me know too. But I think the biggest thing is that I'm learning from you all and the way that I present myself. As you can know, I'm a big pour over guy, and that's a lot of my material. There are some videos here and there about espresso, especially from my Olympia Cremina. I keep saying it right or wrong. I can't remember, but I talk about that machine. I don't really have any other espresso machines, but I do understand espresso. I do delve into immersion from time to time. I do need to use my mocha pot. I do like the percolator. Some people don't whatnot, but I don't like everything about coffee, as I've said many times before. And I'm sure you're more so like that too. So I guess one of the biggest things that I am looking forward to in this new year of the journey that we're taking together is how much can I really give out to you. Things or insights that I'm thinking about when it comes to this whole coffee thing. And majority of the videos that I am doing is not based off the algorithm or analytics. Some of them are. Like I do have a video coming out, kind of like a spin-off the best coffee in the morning, and I think the video that you'll probably see before this one about the AeroPress, it really did come to me, and it took some time to get there. And I guess what I'm saying really is that I'm liking the process of me putting myself out there to give you the best insights, perspectives on coffee. Because that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about coffee, why we like it. And I think that can be something more so that we go deep into the rabbit hole of like, why do we really like coffee? Because I think if we get there of the understanding of where we're at individually or collectively or whatnot, then we can be a better place of actually enjoying our coffee even more so. Like for me, for instance, I was having a hard time earlier in the year of really enjoying coffee. And I really wasn't, as you probably saw in some of the videos as I was producing them. But lately, the past couple of months, my coffee's been great. It's been lovely. I don't know if that's me pushing myself, changing my perspective on the way that I look at coffee, or even some of the gear that I've purchased lately. Maybe you giving me ideas of the way I go about truly, really understanding what I'm trying to do here. And it's been giving me a good chance to level up my game, my understanding of coffee, and hopefully the way I present it to you, it is helpful, because that's really the biggest thing that I'm trying to be. If you buy my bag of coffee, that's great. I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, I truly like what I'm doing, especially in this whole arena that we call YouTube content, the way that we present ourselves and everything. And I don't know if you noticed, but I really don't listen to or watch majority of the other coffee creators out there on YouTube. The main reason is because I don't want to be influenced. I'm sure a lot of things that they have done, it's been really great. I've learned a lot in the past, but ever since really kind of putting myself out there, I've been taking in the least amount of information from them, just because I want my opinions to be my opinions, my thoughts to be my thoughts, and my perspectives to be my perspectives. And hopefully it gives you a fresh new look of the way that somebody else looks at coffee or expresses themselves that way. So with that being said, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm looking forward to doing in the new year. I have, like I said, I have a backlog of about 10, 12 videos, a couple of video essay podcasts that I'll be putting out too. And it's been a lot of fun. So I have a backlog of about 3 months already, but I still need to edit them and do all that good stuff, right? But if you have any ideas or things that you would like me to talk about or tackle, let me know. For instance, one of the things that I'm actually tackling right now is this whole light roast thing. I used to be a big guy in the whole light roast thing, and now I'm not. And now I'm just trying to see if I'm blowing it out of proportion, probably seeing the way I light roast, also brew it different ways. There's a lot of things that I've done already in this whole concept of like tackling a subject and really trying to understand it. And those are the things that I'm really more passionate about more than anything. This is kind of like figuring things out. And the beauty of this, which I always say, the beauty of this is that I'm sharing it with you. And my opinion is not, my opinion is my opinion. I have the reasons why I do the things that I do. But at the end of the day, you have your thoughts and opinions too. And it's the beauty of all of this is that we're learning and growing together. And please don't stop giving me information, advice, critiques, things that I'm not looking at, because that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing, right? We like coffee. We love coffee. We want to continue to drink it and understand all the stuff that we're trying to do with it. And I think hopefully we can learn and grow and make our coffee drinking experience great. And hopefully in the future, I would love to meet more people, even though I know I say that I'm a loner. I like to do things on my own and I don't like people that much. That's a story for another day. But I think most people, when they do actually meet me in person, think I'm a cool person, I guess. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to tackling concepts, ideas. I'm looking forward to pushing myself through comments and everything that you may have for me. I'm looking forward to the whole discovery of coffee, even more so. And it's been great. So I will give you a heads up of my schedule if you probably already figured it out. I usually post twice a week, Sundays and Thursdays. I try not to miss on those days. And then at times I do have my audio podcast that comes out that, you know, I just kind of just do what I need to and just put it out there. If you want to listen to it, you can. And then I'll do like a video version of that. It's the same thing, but it's a little different. That comes out later in the week, whatnot. But usually it's going to be twice a week and then probably 1 or 2 shorts. Don't want to overload you with all the crap that I usually do. But I will say in January, it's going to be a little different. I did come up with this thing that's called 11 questions for coffee or about coffee. I just finished editing those. That video. It's a really long video. It's about 24 minutes long. And yeah, it's about 24 minutes long. However, what I ended up doing was I went ahead and split each question into their separate entity. So I'm going to be releasing those probably every other week every other day. And then I'll release the full version later towards the end. I really did have a lot of fun with that. I'm looking to ask people those exact questions to see what they get out of it, because everybody's answer is different when it comes to coffee, and it'll be cool to see how people react to that whole kind of mindset and everything, because I think we're just talking about coffee, but coffee is like so woven and changed, and it does what it needs to in our lives, right? But I guess what I'm saying here is that coffee is cool. In my perspective, even though I like specialty coffee, is totally different than what somebody else's perspective is. That's something that's coming out soon, and then I'll have another video of me talking about cupping. But I think that's my favorite video that I've done this year, even though there's been a lot of them that I can look back and I'm like, wow, I actually made that video. I edited that video. So that's going to be like January, and then I'll be back into my full groove of doing videos every Sunday and Thursday and whatnot. And if there's any suggestions that you may have, let me know. And hopefully start interviewing more people about the whole idea of like why they came to coffee. It's kind of like my 11 questions, something like that. But those are some of the things that are going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks for the new year. So look out for those. And again, I'm not trying to overwhelm you, because you have so many other things that you're probably viewing and listening to. And, you know, I'm just some random guy online just talking about coffee most of the time. And I hope that it's of value to you. I love the comments, and I love answering the questions, and even making videos around it like I did a couple days ago. So that's where I'm at right now. Again, this wasn't so much planned. I did just want to come on here to let you know that I've been thinking about the directions, the way I go about things, and I'll fill you in more about the business aspects of what I'm doing towards Amazon and why I'm pushing Amazon, at least on my side, and ways to really get the message that I'm truly care about within coffee. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. It's Oki, Everyday Beans. If there's anything else that you may want to talk about, do, or whatever, just let me know. I'm here, and we'll see where this goes. So like I said, this will be posted. I'll probably start editing this tomorrow. Be posted in the next couple of days and all that stuff, but whatever. That's the year in review in a nutshell. Probably next time I'll probably have something a little bit more ironed out. But I do want to just come on here to let you know what I've been working on, what I've been doing, playing around with the studio a little bit, studio office. And I think I am going to get out a little bit more. Go to more coffee shops, figure that thing out, see what I like about them. Because I really don't care for them. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you that when my baby YouTubers, he says this, I'll tell you this for free. So, but yeah, I hope to get out a little bit more, express myself, talk to different people, get their opinions about things. And then we're just going to keep running it up. That's what I like to do. I'm just going to keep running this whole thing up. And before we leave off, I do want to talk about something's a little bit off. I mean, it's not off me. I'm fine. But often this whole podcast thing is that I want to give you the reasons why. I am a really big podcast person, you know, but lately just producing and getting the business going is that I haven't really been doing that much. I've been listening to podcasts for about the past 20 years, something like that. Ever since I got out of college, I was a person who was big into cars. I'm kind of big into cars now. I'm back to Formula One and all that good stuff. But when I came out of school, the only thing that I knew or talked about was cars. Sports cars, engines, turbos, going around a corner and all that good stuff. That's what I cared about. And I knew when I got out of school that I was a true dumbass. I didn't know anything else. So whenever it came to talking to people in public, it was very hard for me to talk to people, because if I sensed anything of somebody talking about cars, I was just ready to jump on that conversation. But anything and everything else, I was clueless about, you know? And I was just clueless. I just didn't do anything or much of anything just to kind of figure things out. So the next best thing for me to do is listen to podcasts. And I delved into podcasts so much. I have a rotation and all that. And I guess what I'm saying here is that podcasting has been in my life for a very long time. It was a way that I can learn, even getting a little glimpse of something that I may be interested in, and then delving deep into that rabbit hole of really trying to understand what I was doing and understanding. So I don't know why I really brought that up, to really give you a little bit more about who I am. But I think the biggest takeaway is that I'm just producing now. And it's a different look and feel to my life. And I like the part that I'm like giving back and giving people something to like grab onto, like the same way that I grabbed onto something of this whole type of podcasting thing. So podcasting, video content and everything is part of my life now. And it's pretty cool. And as you can see, if you go back and look at the very old videos, which they're kind of crap, but whatever, I left them up for a very reason. For the reason is because I wanted you to see where I started, because I started this YouTube channel many times before, and now it's here. Now I'm thinking about ideas, how to not please the algorithm, but give back to people, real people. And that's the cool thing about this. And again, I don't know where this is really going to go. I'm looking forward to all the things that we will do for the next year. But I guess what I'm saying here is that I'm here and it's cool. And I thank all the things that I've been doing. And I want to give you appreciation of the direction and things that are going on right now, because we need each other. And it's been a lot of fun to just kind of just put yourself out there, take all the criticism and all the crap that comes with it, and truly really just enjoy the journey. So I have no clue where the destination's at. That's me, just on my little soapbox right now. Talk to you later. Okie at Everyday Beans signing out. And I don't know why I do this. I really don't know, but since I do it all the time, if you're watching the video, you know what I'm talking about. If you even watched the video all the way through. But yeah, I don't know why I do this hand thing. That's bye. Yeah, I think that's why I do that. But yeah, I'm rambling now. So enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you later. Bye. There we go.